this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here with proof.
All right, you feel me?
Yeah. Follow my lead.
Clark, what is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've been here every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
Oh my God.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up!
Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm your host, Hayden Marshall, and I just got the chance to watch A24's The Backrooms, directed by Kane Parsons. This movie is an adaptation from the web series of the same name. Do not worry, I'll be giving my non-spoiler review, so you do not have to worry about a single thing of spoilers, but please go watch the movie as soon as you can. The story of this film is as follows. Clark, a struggling store owner and recovering alcoholic, who lives with the aftermath of a recent divorce. He visits therapist Dr. Mary Klein, who has her own trauma from a troubled past. While managing the store's finances, Clark notices strange electrical anomalies, flickering lights, and oddly angled breaker switches in the basement. One night, during a sale, a strange doorway appears in the basement. Clark investigates and discovers an alternate dimension, the Backrooms, an endless maze of sterile, fluorescent-lit rooms with no clear origin or exit. Where do I even begin with this movie? This movie was something else, literally, in a good way. The more and more we follow this movie, the more you get lost in the beauty of liminality and the impossible geometry of the Backrooms. The set design, the characters, the writing, everything was just well knit and really well done. The movie fully immerses you within the world without a second to waste. Its way of presenting fear and dread is quite creative that I don't see many other horror movies doing. Focusing on the environments to show the claustrophobia physically and mentally set. Some parts of this movie that I really enjoyed, I thought they just brought so much life, was the film uses a perfect blend of cinematic and found footage style. If you guys know from the original Backrooms videos on YouTube, most of it was found footage. We were trying to debate whether or not if the movie would be completely found footage or if it would be like an actual cinematic movie. Kane Parsons nailed it in the park, perfectly blending both of them. They both make sense within the scenes and beautifully shot cinematography. The set design was top-notch for this movie, faithfully recreating the liminal spaces that were originally created in Blender, actually. Each piece lives and breathes within its tight, narrow spaces. James Wan, A24, and Kane Parsons, they hired great people to help create the impossible geometry of this movie, and it really throws you for a loop. Even your brain thinks when watching this movie. You're constantly trying to figure out what piece goes where and how the whole room is laid out, and it's just impossible. I love every moment of it. It really breathes the Backrooms and what it's actually known for. Here's in their flaws. Shawatel and Renee, I'm sorry if I'm butchering those names, I'm trying my best right now, brought life into the characters Clark and Mary. Chitawell plays Clark and Renee plays Mary. You personally feel the growth and the detachment from both sides, signifying a traumatic response while in therapy. As we know, Mary is Clark's therapist, and just seeing the different eye levels and eye lines that they have in this movie shows how disconnected but willingness to connect they are as characters and individuals of the movie. Cons that I did not like, and it's small things that could just be fixed later, it's fine, but some things that really stood out to me was the pacing felt all over the place when watching. There are moments in here that felt right, and then there were moments from other parts of the movie that just felt rushed or a bit out of place. Some pieces felt too far and in between. Like, you can have something really fast happening and then a slow down and then going back and forth, not too long from each other, and it just felt a little bit off. It's a small thing, and it's a horror movie. With the Backrooms being weird and creative in its own right, I guess it technically makes sense to have the pacing be like that, because there's just so much going on, and it could just be a bit much for newcomers who don't know anything about the Backrooms. And then the ending, while it was good, it felt a bit cut up. Like there were moments that just didn't make the cut. And it just made you think and just want more, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing. But anyway, with all this being said, I would give this movie an A-. It perfectly adapts what is being needed of the Backrooms, with just some minor problems within the story. And that's okay, you know? It's his first full-length movie. I don't expect the things to be perfect, and it was a faithful adaptation. And honestly, it deserves some awards. But with all that being said, A-. I highly recommend you go watch this movie. You won't be disappointed if you know the Backrooms from Kane Parsons' YouTube, as it's a faithful adaptation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please go watch the Backrooms. I'll catch you later, and as always, stay tuned.
Saying I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here with proof.
All right, you feel me? Yeah.
Follow my lead.
Clark, what is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've been here every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
Pull me up! What do you see? All these rooms. This place builds them. It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me? I don't understand. What is this?
It's beautiful. Am I right?